Hallo, herzlich willkommen beim Queer Yoga, heute ausnahmsweise online. Hello everyone, welcome to Queer Yoga. Today is going to be taking place online. We will stay on English because I've had some people who prefer to do the yoga in English, and I hope it's okay for everyone. We go for English. Welcome to Queer Yoga. My name is Matthias. There's always a couple of things that would be important for you to take care and to be aware of. First of all, your breathing. Your breath should be your inhalation, your exhalation should go over your nose. Deep inhale, deep exhale, yes, but never go to that point where you have the feeling that you cannot breathe anymore, that you have no more place. We want to avoid that in order to take care of your lungs. So make sure that your breath is always flowing, it remains relaxed. Second of all, it's always very important that you go with your own body. It doesn't matter, of course, there are some guidelines or some explanations that I would say, but always go with your own body. Each body is different, so each asana is going to look maybe different or a bit different in each body. So go with your own level. If you should feel some pain, or if you should be too uncomfortable, you can go out for the position, you can try to find another variation, but always stay on the safe side. Pain is only an injury in your body, is not going to bring you anything. We want also to bring some mindfulness into our practice. Mindfulness means being present in the here and now. For that, you can bring your awareness to your body, to your breath, whichever may help you to stay present in the here and now. If there's something else, or especially at the beginning, we're starting with pranayama with a couple of breathing exercises. It's very important. If you have the feeling that you have to take a break, feel free to take a break, to pause for a moment. It's important for the breathing exercises since we might be breathing in some other kind of way, but otherwise it's for the whole yoga session. And if there should be something else in between, I will let you know. So we are starting in a comfortable sitting position, and I've placed the camera this way so that you can see me from a different angle, so you get the idea. Starting in a comfortable sitting position, it could be very normal, simple cross-leg position. It could be a half lotus if you feel like doing so, or a full lotus if you should feel like doing so, or if you're able to do so. It could even be sitting on your heels, your comfortable sitting position. The important thing is that both sit bones are on the same height, so that your spine is long, remains in the center, so that the idea is that the spine is going to go long towards the ceiling. Spine is not going to be straight because there are natural curves in your spine, they should remain so, but with this idea that we are pulling very long towards the ceiling. Once you've found your comfortable sitting position, you can relax your hands in front of you on your knees, palms facing up or down, is up to you. And if you feel comfortable doing so, you can close your eyes, connecting with your breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Bringing your awareness to your breath, to your body. Noticing how your body moves, where your body moves, with each inhalation, with each exhalation. Making sure that your breath remains relaxed, that your breath is flowing, that you're not holding your breath. Making sure that your sitting position is comfortable. Maybe you can picture in your mind that the air opens your whole body, flows into your whole body, each inhalation, your body opens, and with each exhalation, you can just relax, let go of anything that you may not need anymore. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Trying to relax your body so that you have enough space with each inhalation, with each exhalation. Bringing slowly your awareness, your attention back to your sitting position, adjusting your sitting position if you have to, or if you feel like you need to, you want to. And if your eyes should still be closed, slowly blinking, opening your eyes again. We're starting the yoga with pranayama, which are mostly breathing exercises. So basically staying in this comfortable sitting position. Your left hand is going to go towards your left knee, palm facing up. You're going to bring your index and thumb finger together, and all three other fingers are stretched. With your palm facing up, this in yoga is called mudra. It means literally a gesture, but at the same time it's working with the energies from your own body. So left hand on the left knee. Then you're going to bring your index finger, middle finger between your eyebrows, so that with your right thumb you can close your right nostril, and with the small end or ring finger you can close your left side. So starting in your center, your head remains in the center. You're going to close your right side, inhale over your left side. After your inhalation, close your left, open your right side, exhale and inhale. After your inhalation, close your right, open your left, exhale and inhale. So basically you're going to be exhaling, inhaling and switching to the other side. Over one side, exhale, inhale and change to the other side. Make sure that your spine remains long, that your head is in the center. Deep exhale, deep inhale, inhale, and switch to the other side. And in your own time, you're going to finish one round. The round ends with your exhalation of the left side. After you have exhaled over your left side, going back to your normal breath, just as it flows from your own body. This first exercise is our alternate breathing, Anulom Vilom. It helps to connect both sides of the brain. Your right side of the brain is the left side of the body, connected to the left side of the body, your intuitive side. Your left side of the brain is the right side, connected to the right side of the body. It is your rational side. So it helps to connect both, and also it helps to concentrate, to calm down. For the next breathing exercise, we want to, still the main focus is the breath, so the movement is just going with the breath. So bringing your hands to your knees, make sure that your spine remains long. Inhale, bring your hands up. And exhale, bring your hands back to your knees. deep inhale, deep exhale. You can always go for your own time, your own pace, as fast or as slow as it flows from your own body. And trying to bring from your belly, from your chest, maybe with this idea that you're bringing with your whole body. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And in your own time, your own pace, you're going to finish one round. Deep inhale, deep exhale, going back to your normal breath. At any moment, feel free to adjust your sitting position. Just if you need some movement or if you need like change your legs, feel free to do so. For the next breathing exercise, and also to slowly start warming up, moving the body. Inhale, bring your hands up, and with your exhalation, you're going to make fists with your hands, and you're going to bring your elbows back. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bring your elbows back. Your spine is long, and you can go with your own time, your own pace. If you go for a faster pace, it helps to wake up your body. And as always, the important thing is your breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One last time, deep inhale, deep exhale, going back to your normal breath, to your regular breath, just as it flows from your body. And to keep on moving a little bit, from your comfortable sitting position, inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, you're going to twist to your right. Right hand goes behind your back. Your left hand goes to your right knee, twisting to one side. Inhale, go back to your center. Exhale to the other side. Left hand goes back, right hand to the left knee. With your own time, your own pace. Deep inhale, deep exhale, twist. And in your own time, your own pace, one last time to the right side and one last time to the left side. Once you're done, going back to your center. Wonderful. Now to start warming up the body, we want to warm up the main joints of the body to make sure that they are prepared for the yoga, for the movement, for everything we are going to be doing today. Going into your Dandasana sitting position, that means that Dandasana is the plank pose. In this case, your 90 degrees plank pose. Your legs are stretched, your feet are pointing towards the ceiling, hands are sideways from your hip, fingers pointing to the front or to the back. It's totally up to you, whatever you feel it's more comfortable. Make sure that your spine is long. And we're going to start from the bottom to the top, so starting with the toes, moving your toes to the front and towards your body. If you want to give it a try and stretch, bring your big toes to the front, all others towards your body, and the other way, big toes towards you and all the others to the front. You can give it a try. Body awareness comes also with the practice over time. And then stretching your feet from your joints, from your ankles, feet to the front towards your body. To the front, right, back and left, going for circles in one direction. Switch directions to the other side, obliques, circles. And going back to your center, release your hands. For the next joint, the knees, you're going to bend your right knee, your left leg is stretched. Bringing both hands under or behind your right knee, lifting your right foot and going for circles. Breathe. Switching circles in the other direction. Going back to your center. From your center, you're going to stretch and bend. Go as far as it's comfortable. We're only warming up, so it's only a gentle stretching, nice movement. And slowly release. Switch to the other side. Stretching your right leg, bending your left knee, hands behind your left knee, going for circles from your knee. Switching to the other side, in the other direction. And going back to your center, stretch and bend. Breathe. And slowly release, bending both knees with your hands on the ground to make sure that you are stable. You're going to bring both knees to the right and to the left. Going to your center, we're going to stand up, and if you want to give it a try, you can always stand up in one of many different ways without your hands. From your standing position, make sure that both feet are stable on the ground, looking towards the front. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips or to your buttocks and going for circles. Big, slow circles from your hip joints, from hips. Switching to the other direction. Going back to your center, release your hands, relax your hands, your arms. Make sure that you can do this, that you have enough space, because we'll be turning to the right and to the left. Relaxing your hands, your arms. Gentle movement for the spine. We're waking up the body. Breathe. And going back to your center. From your center, we want to go for the next main joint, your shoulders. So bringing your fingers to your shoulders, elbows pointing to the front. Inhale, bring your elbows up, and exhale, sideways down. Deep inhale, deep exhale. The next round, you're going to switch directions, sideways up, inhale. In the center, down, exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One last round, deep inhale, deep exhale. Releasing your hands. For the elbows, we're going to go for simple circles from your elbows. In the other direction. Bringing your hands to the front, going for fists with your hands and circles from your wrists. In the other direction to the outside. Deep inhale, bring your hands up and shake your hands down with your exhalation. Wonderful. Last main joint, your neck. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, bringing your hands behind your back. Your left hand is going to grab your right wrist. Spine is long and your head goes to the front, right, back and left. Slow, big circles. And the next round, switch your hands and circles to the other side. In case the back part of the movement should be painful or uncomfortable, just stay on the front. Otherwise, go for circles, big slow circles. Slowly going back to your center, release your hands. And make sure that your eyes, your gaze are always at the same height. You're going to look to your right and to your left. Going back to your center. Since we've warmed up the body, then we can slowly start with yoga. We're going to start with a couple of rounds of the sun salutations from traditional Hatha Yoga. And we start in sun salutations, we start with the right side, we go for the left side. So that makes one round. Starting at the top of your mat, one step back, your normal regular standing position. Your feet are stretched, your legs are stretched, making sure that you're tilting your hip towards the front, that you're not arching your back, pushing your hip, pulling your hip towards the front. Spine is long. Regular standing position. Inhale, bring your hands up and exhale into your prayer pose. Bringing both hands in front of your chest. Deep inhale, deep exhale, connecting with your breath, with your intention. With your next inhalation, bring your hands up. If you want to slightly look up, but make sure that you're not overstretching the upper part of your spine, your neck. First round is a slow one, so in each position, in each asana in which we are staying, connect with your breath, observe your breath, your body. With your next exhalation, bend forward. Bringing your hands towards the ground or towards your legs, whatever you may reach, or just letting your hands and your arms relax in the position. In case your hands are on the ground, maybe you want to bring them sideways from the feet, finger and toes in one line. Your legs are stretched if possible. Bringing your tailbone towards the ceiling, relaxing your head, your neck. And with your next inhalation, your right foot stays in the front, left foot goes back. As far as it goes in a big step, two possible variations. First one, with your back knee, as I'm doing now, with your back knee on the ground. Second variation would be with your back knee away from the ground. Knee on the ground, it's better for your stretching from your quadriceps or your hamstrings. Your knee away from the ground, it's better for your strength. Whichever variation you go for, make sure that you're doing both sides the same. Breathe. With your next inhalation, stretching your left leg, bringing your right foot back into your plank pose. Making sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and that your fingers are wide apart from each other, that the whole hand surface is on the ground to take good care of your wrists. Making sure that your hip is not collapsing towards the ground. We want to avoid this. If you want to, you can stay in one line with your body or maybe slightly lift your hip. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And with your next exhalation, bringing your knees, your chest and your chin towards the ground so that your hip is slightly going to remain lifted. Making sure that you're not pulling too much away from the ground. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And with your next inhalation, stretching your feet, hip goes to the ground, shoulders back into your cobra pose. Variation number one, with your underarms on the ground, we want to open from the chest, opening the upper part of your spine. Lower part of the spine is flexible enough, opening from the chest. Variation number two would be with your hands close to your body, pull yourself up. Whichever variation you go for, make sure that you have no pain, no pressure on your lower back, that you're opening from the chest, and that your feet are not wider than your own hip to take good care of the lower part of your spine. You can look to the front, maybe slightly upwards, but not too much. As always, not to overstretch your neck. And with your next exhalation, going back to the ground, tucking your toes, tailbone goes to the ceiling, into your mountain pose. Pressing your heels towards the ground, your legs are stretched. Tailbone goes, as I said, towards the ceiling. Make sure that you relax your head and your neck, and your shoulders are away from the ears. And with your next inhalation, your right foot goes back to the front. Just like we did before, with your back knee on the ground or away from the ground, it's up to you. Breathe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, bring your left foot to the front. Exhale, bend, relax. With your next inhalation, slightly bend your knees, slowly stand up, bring your hands up. That was half around with the right side. Now we're going to go for the left side. Exhale, bend to the front, forward bend, Padahastasana, your forward bend pose, or your pose where your feet to your hands to your feet pose. And with your next inhalation, left foot stays on the front, right foot goes back as far as it goes. Asana, your horse riding pose. Deep inhale, deep exhale. You can bring your hands to the ground or the fingertips to the ground. Stretching your right leg, hands on the ground. Inhale, left foot goes back into your plank pose. Dandasana. Hands wide apart, fingers wide apart from each other, hold hand surface on the ground. Deep inhale, deep exhale. With your next exhalation, bringing your knees, chest and chin to the ground. Ashtanga Pranayama Asana, 8 limbs pose. Breathe. And inhale, back to your Bhujangasana, your Cobra pose. Hands on the ground or underarms on the ground, it's up to you. Open from the chest, breathe. And with your next exhalation, going back to the ground, onto your mountain pose, your Parvatasana. Relax your head, your neck. Inhale, bring your left foot back to the front. Inhale, right foot to the front, exhale, bend, relax. Slightly bend your knees, inhale, stand up. Exhale into your prayer pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, sideways release. Wonderful. That was one round of the sun salutations from Hatha Yoga. First one was a slower one. Second one is going to be a bit faster. For that, we're going to be moving with the breath, which means that each change in each asana, in each position, is going to go with the breath. We're going to go now with my breath, with my pace. That's why I always recommend to try this alone at home with your own time. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, your prayer pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, left foot goes back. Right foot goes back. Hold your breath in your plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, your cobra. Exhale, your mountain pose. Inhale, right foot to the front. Exhale, left foot to the front and bend forward. Inhale, slowly stand up. Exhale, bend to the front. Inhale, right foot goes back. Left foot goes back. Hold your breath in your plank pose. And exhale, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, your cobra. Exhale, your mountain pose. Inhale, left foot goes back to the front. Exhale, right foot to the front and bend. Inhale, slowly stand up. Exhale, your prayer pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, sideways release. Wonderful. And now we're going to go for one more round, which is going to go to be once again a little bit slower, but it's going to be with some variations. From your standing position, inhale, hands up, and exhale your prayer pose. Connect with your breath. Inhale, interlace your fingers, stretch your arms to the front and up. Breathe, trying to stretch your arms. Exhale, bend to the front. Relax your head, your neck. If you feel like doing so, if you want to, you can go for small steps, lifting your right heel, your left heel away from the ground. Feeling the stretching, going for a nice stretch. Pressing both heels to the ground. Inhale, your left foot goes back as far as it goes, right foot stays on the front. From here, we're going to bring the right foot a little bit to the outside so that your right hand can go to the center. Stretching for the hip. If you want to, you can just simply stay here. If you want to give it a try, maybe you can go with your underarms up to your elbows, maybe on the ground. If this should be too much, you can always go one step back, one step back. Whichever may work for you, go for that stretching. Breathe into your stretching. Inhale, exhale. Wherever you are, slowly bringing your hands back to the ground. Right foot goes to the center. Inhale into your plank pose. Your right foot goes back. If you want to give it a try, or if you want to just try and go for the challenge, you can always go into your underarm plank pose. Breathe. Bringing your hands back to the ground. And exhale, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Breathing into your stomach, your lower back. Inhale, go in back to your cobra pose. And from your cobra pose, with your arms on the ground or with your hands on the ground, make sure that your shoulders are not moving, they are looking to the front. Make sure that your hip is not moving, still looking to the front. Over your right shoulder, look back, trying to look towards your left heel. Breathe. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale into your mountain pose. It's the same here. If you want, you can go for small steps, pressing your right heel, your left heel towards the ground. Pressing both heels to the ground. Inhale, right foot goes back to the front. Left knee on the ground or away from the ground is up to you. And let's go for a small twist. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, your prayer pose. And inhale, left elbow to your right leg. Twisting to your right side, trying to bring both hands in the center. Breathe into your stretching, your twist. Inhale, twist to the front and hands up. Exhale, hands to the ground, left foot to the front, your forward bend. If you feel like doing so, you can bring your hands behind your ankles, for example, to pull yourself a little bit further into your stretching. Relax your head, your neck as always. Breathe. Release your hands, slightly bend your knees. Inhale, stand up. Interlace your fingers and stretch up. Feel your arms, feel maybe your shoulders stretching. Opening from your shoulders, from your chest. Long spine. Exhale, bending back to the front, relax your head, your neck. Once again, if you want to take small steps, lifting your left heel, your right heel. Breathing into your stretching. Pressing both heels to the ground. Inhale, left foot stays on the front, right foot goes back. Just like we did before, this time with left foot, it's going to go slightly outside so that your left hand is in the center, and either you stay here or maybe if you want to, you go with your underarms maybe up to the elbows to the ground. Otherwise, just stay with your hands on the ground and connect with your breath. Breathe. Wherever you are, bring your hands back to the ground. Left foot goes back to the center. Inhale into your plank pose. You either stay in your plank pose or maybe your underarm plank pose. And always, forgot to say before, but if you need a break or if you need another variation, you can always bring your hands, you can bring your knees to the ground and lift your feet for a half plank pose. Wherever you are, bring your hands back to the ground and exhale, bring your knees, chest and chin to the ground. Breathe. Inhaling to your cobra pose. And just like we did before, for the other side this time, without moving your shoulders nor your hips, over your left shoulder, look back towards your right heel. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale into your mountain pose. Once again, if you want to, taking like these small steps in this position, pressing your left heel, your right heel towards the ground, stretching. Pressing both heels to the ground. Inhale, bring your left foot back to the front. And just like we did before, going for the twist but for the other side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, your prayer pose. And inhale, right elbow to your left leg, twisting to the other side. Inhale, twist to the front, hands up. Exhale, hands to the ground and right foot to the front. From your forward bend position, you can stay here or Just like we did before, bringing your hands behind your legs or your ankles, pulling yourself to the front, breathe into your stretching. Release your hands, slightly bend your knees, inhale. Interlace your fingers, stretch towards the ceiling. Exhale into your prayer pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, sideways release. Wonderful. That was a couple of variations for the sun salutations. At any moment, if you feel like doing so, you can take a break, drink water, feel free to do so anytime. We're going to go for traditional Hatha Yoga, which means that we are going to go into some positions and we get into some asanas and we're going to stay there for some breaths. So we're going to start sitting on the mat. You're going to bring both feet together in the center, holding to your toes, bringing your heels as close to your body as possible. Maybe also with this idea that the spine is long, so you're not necessarily arching your back. You can open also from the chest. And we're going to start warming up the body, getting ready for Titalyasana, the butterfly pose, moving your knees up and down. And then pressing your knees towards the ground. If they're on the ground, perfect, but they don't have to be on the ground. Variation number one, Titalyasana, butterfly. Variation number one, holding your toes, you can pull yourself to the front. And once again, with this idea that the spine is long, so once again, you're not necessarily arching your back, you can still open from the chest, as if you wanted to bring your upper body towards the ground. You can either stay here, or if you should be more flexible, you could bring your hands or the fingertips on the ground and slowly walk towards the front, stretching as far as it goes. Stay here or hold your toes, up to you. But once you've reached your stretching, connect once again with your breath. Deep inhale, the air flows and opens your whole body, flows into your whole body, also into your hips, left and right. And with each exhalation, you can relax a little bit further. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And with your next inhalation, you're going to slowly release, bring your hands up. And with your exhalation, twist to your right side. Your right hand goes behind your back, your left hand to your right knee. Stay in your butterfly pose, but with a twist. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Make sure that your spine remains in the center and long towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring your hands up, go back to your center. Exhale, twist to your left side, other side. Left hand behind your back, right hand to your left knee. Spine is long and twist. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, go back to your center, hands up. Exhale, sideways release, and slowly bring your knees back to your center. And move, stretch anything that you may need. Slowly going back to your Dandasana sitting position. Once again, the plank pose, 90 degrees plank pose. In this case, we're going to go now for a forward bend, and we're going to go first the right side, afterwards the left side. We're going to go 2 times. So you're going to bend your right knee, bringing your right foot right next to your left knee. From here, you can open your right knee towards the ground, and you can stay here where you are, or if you want to, you can bring your right foot, your right ankle over your left leg. If you go for this variation, it might go a little bit deeper into your knee, so make sure that your hip, that your knee is open enough that you're not, make sure that you have no pain, no pressure on your knee. Otherwise, you can stay here with the foot on the ground, knee on the ground. Regarding of the variation, make sure that your hip is still looking towards the front, that you are not somehow opening from the hip. Either here, hip is looking to the front, or with the foot on your leg, hip is looking towards the front. Whichever variation you go for. Inhale, bring your hands up, and with your exhalation, you're going to slowly bend to the front. Then you can grab your knee, maybe your leg, maybe your ankle, maybe your toes, maybe your foot, whatever you may reach, you're bending to the front. Once again, maybe with this idea that you want to bring your upper body towards the ground, towards your mat, and connecting with your breath as always. Inhaling, opening your body, exhaling, relaxing. And then slowly with your next inhalation, slowly going back to your center, hands up, inhale, exhale, sideways release, and stretching your right leg. Maybe adjusting once again your position. From your center, bending your left knee goes to the ground, left foot close next to the right knee. Stay here or bring your foot on your right leg. Once again, your hip, make sure that is squared looking towards the front, regarding of the variation, here or here. Inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, once again, slowly bend to the front, holding maybe your knee, your leg, your ankle, your toes, your foot, whatever you may reach. Connect with your breath. Inhale and exhale. With the next inhalation, slowly go back to your center, hands up, inhale, exhale, release to the sides, and stretch both legs. Wonderful. Going for another position, beautiful one, which is called Shalabhasana. We're going to be laying on the stomach, laying on the ground on your stomach, and your arms are going to be under your body. So I might just show it like this. Under your body, you can bring one hand in top of the other, palms facing up or down, up to you, or maybe also interlacing your fingers. This is going to be the position for your arms, and they are going to help you for the stability. I think I'll just turn the mat to the side so that you can see how this goes. I will show it once to let you know how it goes, and then we go for the asana together. So lay on the ground, bringing your hands, your arms under your body. Your chin is on the ground and it's going to stay on the ground. And starting with the right side, you're going to bend your right knee, lifting your right foot, and placing your left knee over your right foot. Trying to avoid opening your hip too much so that your hip is looking more towards the front. This is your Shalabhasana. This is what it looks like. So let's go for the first round together. Go to lay on the ground, on your belly. Bringing both arms, hands under your body. And once you're ready, bending your right knee, lifting your right foot, and placing your left knee on your right foot. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then slowly release, bringing both hands to the front, placing your right hand above your left hand and placing your forehead on both hands. Makarasana, small relaxing, short relaxing pause in between. Breathe. And then going for the second round, bringing once again both arms behind your body, going for the other side, so your chin is on the ground, bending your left knee, lifting your left foot, and placing your right knee or your right leg above your knee. If this should be too much, you can always slide your foot a little bit down over your right leg. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And once again, slowly release, going back to Makarasana, placing the left hand on top of your right hand and your forehead on both hands. Breathe. And then, getting ready for the last round, it's going to be a third round. And since we want to stay symmetrical, what we're going to do is bring in both arms, hands behind, below your body, sorry. Then you're going to lift both legs, both feet away from the ground. Support yourself with the arms. Go as far high as possible. Breathe. And slowly release. Go into your Makarasana pose. And then push yourself back into your tabletop position. From your tabletop position means that your wrists are under your shoulders, that your knees are below your hips. Inhale, drop your stomach and look to the front, maybe slightly upwards. Exhale, arch your back, pull your chin towards your chest. Deep inhale, deep exhale. With your own time, your own pace, connect with the breath. And slowly release. Find a way to bring your feet back to the front. I'm just going to turn my mat. From here we're going to go for a twist. So going back into your Dandasana sitting position, you're going to bend your right knee, bringing your right foot to the other side from your left knee. You can either stay here, or if you want to, you can bring your left foot back. But if you do this, make sure that both sit bones are on the ground, that your spine is in the center. If you should be doing something like this, which means that if you should be doing something that you're like lifting your hip, then bring your left foot back to the front. Spine is in the center. Whichever variation you're going to for, here or here. Inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, twist to your right side. Right hand goes behind the back, left hand, left arm. You can, for example, hug your right leg, or you can bring your left upper arm close to your right knee and bring your left hand towards the ceiling in the beautiful chin mudra that we did at the beginning. Make sure that your spine is in the center and long. Deep inhale, deep exhale. With your next inhalation, bring your hands up, look to the front. Exhale, small twist to the other side. Inhale, go back to your center. Exhale, sideways release. Stretch your left leg, stretch your right leg. From your center, from your neutral position, the other side, bending your left knee, left foot to the outside from the right knee. You either stay here or you bring your right foot back, but just like we did before. Important thing is that both sit bones are on the ground, that your spine remains long. Otherwise, if you should be doing this, then bring your right foot to the front. Regarding of the variation, if you're here or here, inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, this time twist to your left side, left hand behind your back, right arm hugging your left leg or next to your left knee, maybe with your right hand pointing towards the ceiling. Spine is in the center and long. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, slowly release to your center, hands up. Exhale, slow, small twist for the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, sideways release. Right foot to the front, left foot to the front. Wonderful. Last asana for today is going to be for the relaxation phase. So before we go into the relaxation phase, if you feel like doing so, you can put some socks on. You can cover yourself up, you can put a sweater on, or you can grab a blanket, a pillow, whatever you may need. I'm just going to give you 1 minute to get ready for the relaxation phase. We're going to be laying on the back for 10 minutes. So once you're ready, Going back to your mat and lay on your back. Make sure that your legs are stretched, letting your feet fall to the sides. Your arms are stretched sideways from the body, maybe with your palms facing up. And if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Connect with your breath, observing your breath. And just like we did in the beginning, you can picture in your mind that with each inhalation, the air flows into your whole body, opens your whole body. With each exhalation, once again, you can just let go of anything that you may not need anymore. Maybe you can slowly start noticing how your body relaxes. Maybe you can notice that your breath relaxes as well. That each breath is longer, deeper. Connecting with your breath. Bringing your attention to your body, observing how your body feels after the yoga, after the asanas, and observing how you feel after the yoga, after the asanas. With each inhalation, the air flows into your whole body, opens your whole body. And with each exhalation, your body sinks a little bit deeper and deeper into the mat, into the ground. For a while you can check that your in-breath is just as long as your exhalation, that your inhalation is just as long as your exhalation. For that, for example, you can count up to 3, 4, or maybe 5 with each inhalation, counting the same number 3, 4, or 5 for your exhalation. Inhalation is just as long as your exhalation. Now for a moment, for the next few minutes, You can just let go of anything. Relaxation, this time for yourself. You can go for your own meditation if you feel like doing so. Your time to let go of everything, relax, lay in silence. And when it's time to get up again, I will let you know with the sound of this gong. you can start waking up your body again, maybe with some small movements from your hands, your feet, your legs, your arms, or you can stretch, move anything that you may need, that feels good for you right now, that your body may need. And then slowly turning to your right side so that you're laying on your right side with your head above your right arm, with your knees bent. And slowly pushing yourself up, back to a comfortable sitting position. Welcome back, everyone. And to close today's yoga session, we can meet at the prayer pose as usual and take a bow not only in front of anyone who may join anytime for this yoga session from home, from wherever they are, but especially you can take a bow in front of yourself. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Happy to meet you and see you next time. Thank you.